Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I have a question for you. XRP is the only large cap cryptocurrency in existence that has legal clarity in the United States, right? We got the fantastic ruling July 13th, XRP Victory Day, it's become known as, thanks to Judge Torres, and immediately exchanges began relisting XRP within a matter of hours. It was astonishing how quickly many of these exchanges were relisting XRP. Fantastic, happy to see it. So legal clarity, okay. Question, why is XRP not being utilized on Ripple's liquidity hub? It still isn't. Isn't that a bit peculiar? And I don't have a firm answer for you. It's certainly open for speculation. And I know this might sound weird, but it might be the case that Ripple doesn't believe that there's sufficient legal clarity for XRP in this regard. I know that might sound wacky on the surface, but let me break down why I would say such an outlandish sounding thing. But before going further, to be clear, I do not have a legal or financial background of any kind. I am not offering legal or financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. Let's do a very minimal amount of table setting here, so that the rest of the video makes some damn sense for all y'all. Here's a headline from Blockworks. This is from April 17th of this year. Ripple's new liquidity hub excludes XRP, at least for now. As Ripple Labs remains locked in a lawsuit with the SEC about whether XRP is a security, the crypto asset is not yet part of its newly launched liquidity hub. While some have questioned whether the decision is a signal the company is bearish on its asset amid a lawsuit with the SEC, executives at the crypto company clarified the reasoning for excluding the asset Monday, adding that the omission could be temporary. Ripple revealed its intention in November 2021 to launch Liquidity Hub, a product using smart order routing to source digital assets at certain prices from market makers, exchanges, and over-the-counter desks. The hub would offer access to XRP, Bitcoin, ETH, Litecoin, Ethereum Classic, and Bitcoin Cash. Okay, so Liquidity Hub, and just to be clear, because there's been consistently a misunderstanding broadly throughout the community of what the hell Liquidity Hub is. Some people seem to think that it's functionally equivalent to on-demand liquidity. Absolutely is not. It's not even close to that. Liquidity Hub is basically a price aggregator. That's pretty much it. Just if you understand what Kayak is, if you understand what Google Flights is, there's all sorts of other websites like this too, Priceline, all that, then you know that in the those instances, it could be like a Priceline where they're getting you all sorts of prices from different hotels, but it's not Priceline that's actually running the hotels or offering them or anything of the sort. It's just a price aggregator so you can see what is available, just broadly speaking. So Ripple's Liquidity Hub, which is for institutional clients, their customers, not for retail speculators like you and I. Ripple's Liquidity Hub is just intended to allow those institutional level customers to get various prices for various crypto assets in real time. And it's not Ripple was going to be providing the actual cryptocurrencies, XRP, Bitcoin, ETH, Picket. No, it wasn't Ripple that would ever be providing that. It's basically Ripple playing the role of matchmaker. That's it. It's no more complex than that. But there is an actual demand for this. And so the product did eventually launch. XRP was intended to be included, but the SEC v. Ripple lawsuit hadn't concluded upon launch, and so XRP wasn't listed, and Ripple did eventually come out and say, hey, here's the reason why. It's because there's not legal clarity for XRP in the United States right now. Doesn't mean that can't change in the future in terms of utilizing, having XRP listed. So now that it's been over a month since we had this legal clarity for XRP, why hasn't Ripple then listed XRP? And I wish I had a firm answer, which is why it's totally open to speculation, but you'll see as I get into this why I'm saying it might be the case that Ripple, given the nature of the product, is not confident in the legality of it, which would be really unfortunate. Here's the headline from the Crypto Basic. Here's a new article. Expert asks Ripple CTO why XRP not on Ripple Liquidity Hub despite legal clarity. In a recent tweet, David Schwartz, the chief technology officer of Ripple, asked crypto enthusiasts what aspects of crypto he should educate the community more about. The XRP community suggested diverse topics for which they needed more clarification. The suggestions included the intersection of Ripple and XRP use case, likewise the status of Ripple's on-demand liquidity product. Meanwhile, Bill Morgan, a prominent lawyer known for his pro-XRP stance, asked a crucial question about Ripple's business operations. Morgan asked Schwartz why the firm could not include XRP among the supported digital assets in its liquidity hub. The lawyer believes now, more than ever, XRP deserves to be on the list given its clear regulatory status. And so here you can see the tweet from, or I guess it's just called a post now because Twitter is now known as X. David Schwartz wrote, "What should I tweet about more?" That was reposted by Bill Morgan. Bill Morgan said, "The reason Ripple can't add XRP to Liquidity Hub now that the court found XRP itself is not a security." Piece continues. Notably, Ripple's blog stated that the Liquidity Hub eases buying and selling digital assets for U.S., Australian, and Brazilian businesses. Nonetheless, the reason for the exclusion of XRP still begs an answer, as XRP is also a digital asset. In the conversation thread, Morgan noted that Ripple's exclusion of XRP for businesses in the United States is understandable. However, he contended why Ripple is not offering XRP in the Liquidity Hub for non-U.S. institutions like Australia and Brazil. And so let me highlight this first because, and this is perfectly reasonable speculation from XRP community member Mr. Huber. He simply wrote, because again, the question is, why is XRP not listed in as a product in Ripple's Liquidity Hub, which was the original intent? Why isn't it listed still? And Mr. Huber wrote, "I assume because Liquidity Hub is aimed at institutions." And then he shared this screen grab where, this is from Ripple, indicating, yeah, Ripple Liquidity Hub is a turnkey platform that provides businesses with a streamlined way to buy, sell, and hold digital assets. So why might that be a problem? Well, think back to the ruling from Judge Torres. It was exactly the opposite of what many people thought might be most probable, because the programmatic sales from Ripple were found to be, perfectly fine. Those are found to be legal, and then separately, Judge Torres noted that the asset itself is not the security. But then she found, surprisingly from my perspective, that institutional level transactions, specifically utilizing ODL with XRP as a bridge currency, there were all sorts of transactions there that were illegal. And I contest that portion of it, but okay, it is what it is. And so if the institutional level transactions are still a problem, that's why Mr. Huber's saying this, because he's saying Liquidity Hub is for institutions. Reasonable point out, absolutely reasonable point out. But you know what I go back to is, is this just Ripple operating out of an extreme abundance of caution? Because again, the way that Liquidity Hub operates, it's just a price aggregator, right? So it's not Ripple that's even buying or selling the XRP or the Bitcoin or ETH in these cases. So is it just an extreme abundance of caution? So even if they don't think that operating in such a way would be illegal, is it just a concern that there could be some sort of legal consequence? They could get sued, something like, just if they continue to operate along those lines? Maybe. Then that's where the speculation kicks in. I don't have a firm answer for you there. But it just seems ridiculous that it wouldn't otherwise be listed to this point, right? And I can't think of any other reason then. It's just extreme abundance from Ripple thinking, well, there could still be some sort of legal consequences, because otherwise, why don't you just list the damn thing? It's not like it's hard to do. So I'm not sure. And then piece continues here. In the conversation thread, Morgan noted that Ripple's exclusion of XRP for businesses in the United States is understandable. However, he contended why Ripple is not offering XRP in the Liquidity Hub for non-U.S. institutions like Australia and Brazil. Yeah, and so this is the part that's weird. It's like, even if Ripple's thinking, okay, could be some sort of legal complication, and this is speculation, but even if there would be some sort of legal consequence here potentially, well, that should still just be transactions associated with the United States, right? If it's occurring in a corridor that doesn't even touch the United States, what the hell is the problem here? And that's what Attorney Morgan brought up. He posted the following. If that is so, why can't Liquidity Hub use XRP in Australia or Brazil where it is available with non-U.S. institutions, and aren't the liquidity pools sourced in part, at least through XRP on exchanges, not direct sales? XRP surely has more legal certainty now than these coins. And then he points to a graphic that shows Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, and Litecoin. And that's true. So it just makes me wonder what the rationale is for this. But I mean, they've had over a month now to be looking into this. I would have expected that it just would have been listed pretty much immediately, yet it is not. So again, like I said at the outset, I'm sorry I don't have a firm answer for you, But it does make me wonder, maybe it really is the case that, that Ripple still, at least as it pertains to this, maybe Ripple actually thinks that XRP doesn't have sufficient legal clarity. That's a silly thought, right? Because we know the asset itself is not. Judge Torres literally said this. She said, I'm paraphrasing, but the XRP itself does not embody the requirements of the Howey test. It's very close to what she said. So with us not being Ripple, that's good for you and I. That's what matters most to you and I. But for Ripple, all of the individual transactions do still matter, and there can be implications that would be different if it's just you or me, given the status of Ripple, right? So that's my best guess at this point. I don't know. Hopefully they figure out a path forward for this so that it does get listed, because this directly over time is just one of many things that will impact supply and demand dynamics for XRP. It's just one piece, but having XRP listed on Liquidity Hub makes it that much more readily and easily available for institutional level clients, and the institutional level clients are the ones with the heaviest money bags, right? The deepest pockets. And it's just, I want it to be easier for the wealthiest entities on the damn planet to access XRP. That's why it matters to me. It just as somebody that holds XRP and would like it to be worth more in the future. So you let me know what you think. Maybe there's something that I haven't considered. I'm not a know-it-all. I don't know everything very clearly. So maybe you've got an idea of something I haven't considered. But yeah, keep the conversation going in the comments section below. Look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.